Hi everyone, welcome back or to my channel. I haven't vlogged in like 2 or 3 weeks. I've just been so freaking busy. End of the year, I feel like end of December, honestly the entire month of December is just so crazy of stuff that I need to get done. I wanted to vlog this week because this week is gonna be an interesting week. I literally have an endoscopy on Thursday, which more on that later. But now I'm gonna do a little bit of journaling before I blow dry my hair and then head out into the city. Okay, I'm ready to go. I'm all zipped up. And I think it's gonna be really cold outside today, so I need to mentally prepare myself. And the first stop is Uniqlo. I just got home and I'm gonna show you guys what I got. Starting with this bag that I carried around Boston for like an hour. So I went to this grocery store in Chinatown and I had to get rice, which is why this bag is so heavy. But I didn't get that many things from here because I knew I would be carrying around a pound. Actually, let's see how much this is. 5 pounds. These are my favorite rice crackers. In Chinese it's called guoba, which is like, it's like crispy rice, like kind of like at the rice that burns at the bottom of a rice cooker. That's essentially what it is. But this one is so good. I can't eat spice, but I always get the spicy one because the flavor is amazing. The other thing I got was a soybean drink. I used to drink this a lot when I was little. And then from Uniqlo, I mostly got presents for Jason. I got him this green jacket. I also got him these 2 heat techs that he can wear underneath his clothes. For myself, I got this ultra warm black heat tech. She's thick. Like, this is my first heat tech that's actually a lot thicker. I have a lot of heat tech from Uniqlo, but it's all the thin ones. Like, it's kind of fuzzy on the inside. I don't know if you can tell. I'll actually try it on right now. I feel like I could even just, it is so fuzzy on the inside. I feel like I could even just wear this as like a shirt. Oh, it's so nice. This is perfect. Like, even just around my house, I can just wear it like this. I got a little treat for myself. Grapefruit green tea, less sugar, less ice with green tea jelly is the best combo. Also, whoever made this drink for me, I'm so sorry I didn't catch your name. You made my day. They mentioned that they had seen my content on TikTok and that they're a fan. I didn't get the chance to tell you because I was honestly kind of nervous. You made my day. You probably made my week. It's 3:30 right now and I'm making myself a super late lunch because I've been working all morning and like just did not think to even eat. I am trying to eat as much of my leftovers as possible because on Thursday I basically won't be able to eat anything. So I'm trying to get everything cleared out of my fridge that's gonna go bad. Recently I've been really liking this brand. Normally I wouldn't buy food or products from this brand because it's kind of expensive, but recently they've been on sale, so I've been stocking up and I really like them. I will say the meatballs are a little bit dry, but everything else is pretty good for it being like already cooked. Roasted garlic chicken meatballs, and then I also need to cook some spinach. The other thing that I desperately need to finish is this family large size of spinach. I don't know what I just did, but I made the wrong move. Like, what is that? It looks bad, but it's actually pretty good. After I finish eating, I think I'm gonna read my letter that I wrote myself for December 2024. And then usually what I do is I'll read my letter and I give myself enough time to digest everything that I wrote and brainstorm like a few things that I want to write for my 2025 letter. So I think today I'm just gonna read it, reflect, brainstorm some ideas for 2025 letter, and then write that in the coming next few days. I recently went home and I had letters from 2000, I want to say 15 or 16, until like freshman year of college, and I was just reading all those back and I was like, oh my gosh, I've changed and grown so much. And it's just like so fun to have written memory of my thoughts going into every new year, you know? Okay, so I just organized a few piles of paper. I write a list of stats. I just write them, I just call it my beginning 2023, 2024, whatever, my beginning of the year stats. I actually haven't looked at this since January 3rd at 1:03 p.m. when I wrote it. So my beginning 2024 stats, the categories that I wrote were relationship, happiness, living, work, dance, money, Instagram, TikTok, travel, body, skin, career, and brand partnerships. But I'm looking at this right now and it's really crazy because as of January 3rd, 2024, 1:03 p.m., I had 5,042 followers on TikTok, and I'm pretty sure I have close to 38,000 right now. That's crazy, and I wouldn't really be able to reflect on these things if I didn't have this written. So this is one of the reasons why I love to have this written. And then the other few sheets that I have on my lap, and I don't know if I've talked about this on YouTube, I've definitely talked about it on TikTok, but these are my quarterly goals lists. So from January 3rd to March 31st, April 1st to June 30th, and then July 1st to September 30th. And I tape them to my refrigerator door, and every single month, because it spans 3 months, every single month I'll do like a check-in, and if I have met the goal, I'll give myself a new goal. And I just think that this has kept me accountable. A yearly goal is great, but it's so long and life is so unpredictable. So I decided to do these quarterly goals because it gives you enough time to achieve something and then adapt as necessary. I'm gonna read my 2024 letter to myself. To give you guys a little bit of insight into what I write, it's really just what you want to tell yourself in 365 days. I think my structure is I reflect like a short overview of a reflection, and then I'll dive into like specific experiences, things I was struggling with, or things that I'm really proud of myself, like specific moments. Write out my hopes and my goals for the year to come. And I think that this also gives me, I don't know, it just is really beneficial because I have this time where I sit down with myself and I reflect and I write out what I want to see for myself in the coming year. I got home from my workout like 2-ish hours ago and I've just been doing some work, but I'm about to leave to go get a haircut because I feel like my hair is getting a little bit too long. Or honestly, I really like this length, but if my hair gets really long, aka like this length, I lose hair so much faster and I feel like my hair sheds already so much. Right now it's like here-ish. I think I'm gonna get it cut to like here. I don't want it to be too short because I don't know, I feel like sometimes my face doesn't look good with very short hair. I also want to go into the new year with like a new-ish look. Even if I cut it like 2 or 3 inches, it's a very big difference for me. So even that is like a new look. I'll see you guys at the hair salon. There's a man on the roof. Okay. I literally sat in the chair and I was like, my hair's getting way too long. It's shedding so quickly. Do what you think. I'm seeing guys on the roof. But I was basically like, do what you think would look best on me. And he was like, okay. And that's what I tell him every single time. And he does a phenomenal job. Oh, I also stopped into Machi and I got these 2 drinks. This one's for my friend and then I got this one. My friend is coming over in like 20-ish minutes. So yeah.
If they suspect it's in the stomach, they're going to take samples from your stomach. If they suspect that it's in your esophagus, they're going to take, a couple samples from the distal esophagus, middle esophagus, stuff like that, depending on where they see lesions or what they're suspecting, because there can be different disease pathologies in those different segments. With an endoscopy, they're going to be able to look in your esophagus, your stomach, and then your the first parts of your small bowel, but they won't be able to go into your colon.
I just got home from my workout and it's exactly 9 o'clock right now. I have exactly 30 minutes to drink as much clear liquids as I can, aka just water, and I'm gonna make myself a little bit of chicken bouillon. And I'll probably actually have to strain that because there's kind of like some chunks that never get dissolved. So I'm gonna have to strain that. Then in about 4 hours, I'll be having my endoscopy, which I am so scared about. I'm honestly not scared about the endoscopy part. I'm scared of the IV anesthesia being put under, not having control of my body. That's what I'm scared of. So I'm sure everything will be fine and I'll be fine because I am healthy. Also, I need to consciously tell myself that I can't eat anything. I had a big dinner last night and then I ate more at 11 p.m., which is the cutoff date of when I can stop, or when I can stop eating solid foods. And then I worked out, and usually, to be honest, I'm not hungry after I work out, but today, my body has decided to be famished. I don't think I ever told you guys why I'm getting an endoscopy. In 2023, I went to Brazil and I got food poisoning. As soon as I recovered, literally almost down to the hour that I recovered from the food poisoning, I started belching very loud and humongous burps. So they just want to get it checked out and see if there's anything wrong. I'm gonna continue drinking water and then make myself chicken bouillon, and then I'm gonna shower, do some work, and then I've decided that I'm actually gonna walk to the hospital because it's only a 30-ish minute walk. All right, I'm getting ready to head over to the hospital. I am so thirsty right now. I feel like it was a bad idea for me to drink the bouillon because it was incredibly salty. So I just really want water right now. I feel like the hunger has passed and now the thirst has set in. I'm gonna walk over now because it's 11:55. I'm really thirsty. I don't know if it's the best idea for me to walk 25 minutes to the hospital when I haven't eaten / also worked out this morning and am thirsty. But you know what? It's fine. Everything will be okay, and I will see you guys later. Hi everyone. In front of me I have my Uber Eats. I ordered Vietnamese food and I had to transfer it into this container because I also ordered these 2 drinks that had spilled everywhere, so the container was like soggy and I had to clean up this whole mess. But I wanted to update you guys because I haven't vlogged since the endoscopy, which was 2 days ago. Yesterday I was feeling so awful, mainly because after the endoscopy, like my esophagus, stomach area just did not feel good at all. It literally just felt like, and feels like, honestly, it's still the same sensation, but I've been having a lot of burping issues like since the endoscopy, because the way that the endoscopy works, supposedly according to the doctor, from what I picked up, was that they had to pump or push gas in. So she said that I might be a little bit more gassy next few days. So I've been burping a lot, but every single time I burp, it feels like I'm having heartburn, and whenever I eat, it feels like I'm having heartburn, and when I lay down, it feels like just perpetual heartburn, and it's the worst sensation. But I wanted to give you guys like a quick little overview or like recap of the endoscopy experience. I had to get changed, and then they hooked me up to an IV. They wheeled me into the procedural room, and they were like, okay, we're gonna give you like the stuff that's gonna make you feel loopy. And the doctor had like primed me in the beginning, and she said, you're not gonna remember anything. But in my head I was like, no, like I can remember everything, like don't worry. Obviously I didn't tell her this, but I was like, yeah, I can do it, like I'm gonna remember everything. Nope. I was moderately sedated, but somehow I just do not remember anything. I feel like I have a faint recollection of hearing voices while they were doing the procedure. I definitely remember gagging because they had to stick the whole thing down my mouth. I remember being like, oh wow, things are getting really loopy. Like the room started to spin. And I had to lay on my side. So like things were just, it was like this. Like that's what it felt like to me. And then the next second, I'm drinking a ginger ale in a completely different room. So I was just so confused. And like from the moments that I realized that I was in a different room drinking a ginger ale and I was done, like my memory was kind of going in and out. Supposedly the doctor spoke to me right after the endoscopy, and she was like, yeah, you're not gonna remember this, so we're gonna write it down and like give you a packet to take home. And I'm like, are you sure you spoke to me? Because there's negative recollection of anyone speaking to me. The procedure was fine. Like I literally don't remember anything. There was no pain, nothing hurt. I mean, when like, see, I'm burping and it's so painful. But they did the IV, and the IV is like a second of like a little pinch, and then that was the only pain, if any, that I felt. So yeah, and then I went home, I went back to my parents' house, and I was just feeling so awful. Like I couldn't eat anything, even water hurts to like push down. And then I had to go to work yesterday and earlier today. So I'm back home now, and I decided to order these Vietnamese spring rolls with shrimp, and then their peanut sauce is so good. And then I got Thai iced tea, and then I got this dessert thing because I had to reach a minimum to get like a discount. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
It's New Year's Eve and Jason and I are heading into Chinatown, or well, we are in Chinatown, but we're getting dinner at my favorite Vietnamese restaurant, and we're gonna show you guys what we order, and you're gonna spend New Year's Eve with us.
Let's do it. First one we're trying is a tiramisu.
Go for it. You be careful of the powder.
Oh, it is an interesting consistency. Let's check it out. There's a little bit of tiramisu on top. Looks pretty good. Going in for a bite.
Go. Be careful.
It's pretty good.
This is the yuzu.
Big bite. So we're doing a cinnamon. It looks like. Tastes like a churro.
Yeah.
The bite. Three, two, one. Happy New Year.